Do you want to find the best coach for you and your business for 2024? Then listen to these 3 tips. Number one, you need to know what you need for your stage of business. Are you needing help with your messaging? Is it more about lead generation and sales? Is it social media marketing strategy? Is it scaling? What do you need for your type of business? Figure that out first and then put on blinders to everything else. Tune out everybody's webinars, challenges, all their freebies, and just focus on trying to find what you need for your stage of business. That's the number one first thing that you need to do. Number two, you want to research and take your time. Don't let FOMO, like somebody cart is closing soon, this may never be offered again. Don't let any of that stuff sway you. And for the love of cupcakes, do not let anybody tell you that if you're not jumping in their program, it means that you're not ambitious. Or if you're not making a quick decision, it means that you don't trust yourself. These people are trying to make you doubt yourself so that you can buy. These people are far more concerned with their bottom line than they are you getting what you need and your results. So I would strongly recommend anybody that uses that just walk away. Just take your time, do your research, evaluate people. Now, the third thing you want to do is don't just buy off a sales page and don't buy on a discovery call where they control the conversation completely. Sales with a good coach is going to look like an opportunity for both of you to get to know each other and ask questions to make sure that it is a good fit. So you want to ask questions, and I'm going to give you 3 or 4 really good questions to ask any potential mentors. And first and foremost, if someone tries to discourage you from asking questions, especially if they say, the asking a question amounts to objections and they don't deal with objections, cross that person off your list. Do not deal with them. They are not going to be a good coach, and they're probably going to be mentally and emotionally abusive as well. Okay, so really important questions to ask any potential mentor or a business coach in this case. What types of business owners have you had the most experience and the best results with helping? This is really, really important because not all business coaches are great at helping all types of businesses. All strategies don't work for all types of businesses. You want somebody who is an expert at your type of business. For instance, I have the most experience helping coaches and healers. I have helped some service providers. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes not so much, right? And a good coach is going to be honest with you about who they're great at helping and who they're not so great at helping. If they try to tell you they're great at helping everybody, take that with a huge grain of salt. The second really great question for you to ask, super important, is to ask what stage of entrepreneurship are they really experts and really experienced and get really great results helping? Because again, not all strategies are great for all stages of business. So if you're new, then you need somebody who's an expert in that. If you're advanced and you're making, really good, consistent sales, and now it's time for you to scale, then you need someone who is an expert at that. And it could be that somebody is really great at helping all these stages of business, right? But you want to make sure that the program or the offer that they're selling you into is actually what you need for your stage of business. Next question. This is going to ruffle some feathers. What is the average result that people get with you? So the reason this is important to ask is that coaches, all marketers they're going to talk about the really great results. They're not going to talk about the people who get kind of average results. They're going to talk about the things that are going to be really juicy and inspiring. The problem with that is that all too often it's a really small percentage of the coach's clients that are getting those really pie in the sky results. And the rest of the people with them are getting kind of more average results. And a lot of that can have to do with what stage of entrepreneur they're working with. If they're working with somebody who just needs help with scaling, obviously that person's results are going to be amazing. But when you're working with newer entrepreneurs, the progress is generally slower. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you want to make sure that the case studies and the testimonials that you've been seeing, you want to check in with them. Are those from people that are at your similar stage of business, right? It's kind of another way of asking this question. And the final question I'll leave you with for right now is how many repeat clients have you worked with? So the reason this is a great question to ask is because a smart business coach is going to continually look for how they can continue to serve their clients, because warm clients, people that have already worked with them and gotten great results, are going to be a whole lot easier to sell to than people that are, cold or like barely warm leads off of social media or ads or whatever. So that's one part of it. A smart business coach is going to keep creating things for their really happy clients to keep opting into, right? The other thing is that when you find a really good business coach that gets you and gets your business and you're getting results with, you naturally want to keep working with that person, because every time you go to a different coach, and sometimes it's very necessary to go to a different coach, you're starting all over again, right? They don't know you, they don't know your business. And so there's kind of like a learning curve and a getting to know you period where your results may not be as great. So those are 4 really great questions to ask and 3 really hot tips on how to find the right business coach for you. My book, What Every Entrepreneur Wishes They'd Known Before Hiring a Business Coach, is coming out on December 11th. It's a short book, but it is packed with knowledge. And there's a 20-page excerpt that you can get for free and check it out. People that have just read the excerpt are like, wow, this would have helped me tremendously if I had known this, 2, 4, 6 years ago, right? There's also a freebie that you can get that is 16 crucial questions to ask a business coach before hiring them. I'm giving away a lot of value with this. I really want to raise awareness of this. It's late. It's hard for me to talk because I really want to get this book to #1 bestseller. Because if it gets to #1 bestseller, then it is going to get in the hands of so many people. I believe that coaching can change the world. I believe that it is super, super important to the world now more than ever. But there's so many coaches that never get their businesses off the ground and their dreams get crushed because they choose the wrong coach. And the book is all about empowering you and educating you to make the savviest investments possible so that every dime you spend of your hard-earned money comes back to you in ROI. So thank you for listening to my tips, and I look forward to seeing your reviews of my book. Oh, and you can find links to everything in the links. The link under my bio will have links to the book. It's only 99 cents right now in pre-order. It will have a link to the freebie as well, the 16 questions, as well as the sneak peek chapter. So get over to the link under my bio and get you some free stuff.